one of the all-time favorite shows.
Welcome to What the Phobia. I am your host, the creepy journalist. Hey you. Yeah, you. Welcome. Hello and welcome back. Let's continue the manias with our fifth mania of the month, Dipsomania. Dipsomania, for those of you that don't know, is the medical condition involving an uncontrollable craving for alcohol, also known as alcoholism, also known as an alternative version for alcohol dependence syndrome. Now, if you don't already understand what a mania is, let me refresh your memory. A mania is an obsession with whatever the subject may be. In this case, it is with alcohol. Now, some people are known for just being dependent on alcohol all the time, whatever the case may be. Just like people that smoke cigarettes, when they get stressed out, they use it as a crutch. I'm not here to preach. I'm just saying what these things are. Now, there are alcoholics and then there are alcohol maniacs. Okay, those are people that are just obsessed with drinking and drinking all the time. Obviously, if you're one of those, you're probably not listening to this, you're probably getting drunk. But if you know of someone that is, get them help, because apart from it being super bad for you, moderation is key when it comes to anything, I believe. Too much of anything is always bad. I believe that if you control these amounts that you intake into your body, you have a much better chance of living, basically. But the premise of this particular episode is just to speak on the compulsive bouts of alcohol intake. A lot of people will literally go on a drinking binge because they had a long week at work, or they need to relax, whatever the case may be. You're in Vegas. Honestly, sometimes there's nothing wrong with Vegas, but just being around that type of environment, I can see how somebody can become stupid dependent on alcohol, because maybe if you spend a week there, if you're a raver and you've ever been to EDC, if you even know about EDC, I can imagine that there's a lot of people that come out being a dipsomaniac. The term dipsomania was coined by a German physician named Christoph Wilhelm Hilferland in 1819. Okay, he wrote a book. Well, it was part of a book. Whatever. Basically, the physician, where is it? Discussed the cause, its pathogenesis, its treatment options. Basically, this doctor got down with the get down when it came to dipsomania. Not everybody is qualified to even do these types of things. I mean, hell, I can imagine that doctors themselves are dipsomaniacs, and because they're doctors, they probably won't admit it. But alcoholism is a very real thing. Okay, it's kind of contradictory in some individuals, because, like I said, some people will go on a binge and just drink for like the whole week, and then they won't anymore. It's not that their body becomes dependent, it's that their mind is in that state of mania that they're like, I gotta drink. I can imagine that when someone goes to a house party, especially when you're a young teenager. And yes, I am saying teenager because I did this. I'm guilty of this. I'm not ashamed. Don't let my kids hear this later on. But there's no need to drink, but just it's there. It's readily available. It's more of a taboo, like, oh, you're not supposed to drink until you're 21. Well, damn it, I'm 16. I'm 17 years old, and I want to see what this is all about. I want to get my drink on. Now, if you're a teenager, obviously you're going to do whatever the hell you want. Highly suggest against it. A lot of bad things have happened because of the lack of moderation when it comes to the youngins. They don't know how to drink, and they'll either hurt themselves, or worse, they'll kill themselves. So, this Halloween coming up, if you're going to a house party and there's any sort of alcohol, all right, I'm not the cops, I'm not your parents. just understand that the word moderation means in small bits and pieces and little chunks. Okay, don't go crazy, because a lot of bad shit can happen when you're out of control. When you lose control, anything can and will happen. So please take care of yourselves. All right, guys, that's it for this particular episode. Let's move on to the next one. I'll see you next time. Stay very creepy, my friends.